Hey there, in this video I'm gonna share with you some strategies on how to get fluent in English. The other day I came across a video in which a speaker was talking about some techniques that he incorporated into his language practice are for the sake of attaining this so-called native-like level of fluency. And this video set me thinking whether there are some other tips that might aid you to take your skills to the next level. But let's start with discussing some key points from this video. So the author points out that it's extensive exposure that does wonders. And by extensive exposure, he means both listening and reading repetitively on a daily basis. I would also add that no matter what kind of content you are exposed to, but as long as you take great pleasure in doing it, your skills are likely to benefit from this decision. Secondly, the author emphasizes the significance of starting to think in English. It's easier said than done, and it's unlikely to happen overnight, but it can be achieved by switching all your activities as well as leisure pursuits into English. So this way you kill two birds with one stone. You upgrade your English skills as well as enhance your knowledge in some other domains. And at the end of this video, the author mentions that the input that we get should be comprehensible, neither too difficult nor too easy for you to absorb. And we are on the same page with him here. I guess that if I were exposed to some bits of information that are incompatible with my level of language, I would definitely lose my motivation to keep on studying it. Apart from the strategies that were given in this video, I would also say that we shouldn't overlook the significance of having some role models as well as like-minded people. So when I was studying at university, of course, there were some teachers as well as my group mates who I looked up to because of their decent command of language. But still, it was this sheer lack of time that prevented me from following in their footsteps. So when I graduated from university, I had finally got considerably more time on my hands, and I decided to dedicate it to the process of brushing up on my skills. One day I stumbled across some communities on Wiki that are aimed at preparing students for Cambridge exams. And of course I couldn't help admiring the founders of these communities for their willingness to share some inspiring stories about their students who managed to take Cambridge exams against all the odds and how these exams turned their lives upside down. And that's how I got absorbed in this process. The next issue that I would like to cover is the importance of revision. So when it comes to revision, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. But what works for me best is revision with aid of some digital apps as well as making screenshots. So wherever I get some spare time, I just look through these words, and that's how I managed to retain them in my long-term memory. Also, I would recommend that you stop translating from your mother tongue into English and vice versa. I'm not saying that you should abandon translation altogether, but you have strive for reducing your reliability on translation. And believe me, you will see some outstanding effects of this decision. And I guess that's all for today. I hope that you will find these strategies quite useful for yourself. Bye bye.